What's up, guys? Azim Rakes here, bringing you today's Wager Rakes episode. Today we have myself, Dot Bets, Action Jackson, and Source Podcast. There is a little technical difficulties going on for some reason, so you might see some people come in and come out of the show. So just don't pay too much attention to that, and rather pay attention to the free plays. Been on a little bit of a downswing, full transparency. We went 1-4, and then we tried to turn it around and somehow reverse swept. It's never pretty to see, but the fact is that we're gonna obviously we're doing our best to bounce back, and really the fact is it's much easier for one person to lose one play than it is one person to lose five plays. And the reason I iterate or say that is because this is not your regular normal sweep where some random cappers or normal reverse sweep where some random cappers reverse sweeping. It's rather you know three, four guys losing their one plays. So it's expected, but expect as many sweeps as we have reverse sweeps. That being said, we're gonna continue to be transparent and do our best to get you free winning plays. Um, Source was supposed to go first, but as I said, some technical difficulties, so we can't. We're gonna work with this. Dot, you want to go ahead and go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick on one of the guys that I like to pick on again. Is Fulte from the Rangers. So I ended up siding with the first five minus zero point 0.5 for minus 148. So pretty much the A's to be leading after the first five, minus 148. They got that rookie, how you say, Kripilian on the mound for him. He hasn't allowed more than 4 runs in any start this season. He's had a hell of a start to the season. I like the way he throws the baseball.
Right.
And also, Fulte has like a 319 WOBA against this current Oakland A's roster with 44 plate appearances. So it's a pretty good sample size.
Right.
And I'm looking for Olson to do some damage, and then those other left-handed sticks for him as well. I like the A's here.
I actually have a lean on the A's, and it might become a play as well for me. So
Oh,
I agree with everything you're saying. And I'm a Rangers fan, and but what I will say about the Rangers is you just don't know what they're about to put up. I mean, they're like they're not a good team, but then every now and then they'll just have a day where they go off and pummel contenders, and it's not like they just beat these contenders. They like literally like destroy them, and it just
yeah.
makes no sense to
Oh,
me.
yeah.
But I mean the chances of that happening are so slim. I have a lean on the run line for the Ace, so not the money line, but the run line. If it meets another parameter, which I'm hoping it does, because I do want to play that game
Yeah.
since I'm going to be watching it anyways.
Yeah, and
Um,
if you're picking on Fulte even more, you can go their team total over 4.5. That's another angle you can play.
True.
But I'm gonna just take their first five. I think that's a little bit safer of a play.
Right, right. Jackson, do you have a play? Or I'm sure you have a play. What's your play, Jackson? We're having a lot of technical difficulties. We have to figure this stuff out.
The man in the dark.
Okay, I'm gonna jump right in, and
Sorry,
don't
I just
worry if you're
lost.
watching the show. Oh wait, did I just hear him say something?
He's loading still. Like
Yeah,
where I can
yeah.
see.
I'm gonna give it like 5 seconds. Okay, don't worry, guys. If Source and Jackson cannot provide
So I'm going to
plays,
kind
it's not a problem. I'll go ahead and provide a bunch of my plays. Um, so my first play is going to come out of the Blue Jays game, and I'll give two plays here because we're having issues. Uh, I like the money line here. I don't like it as much as the -1.5, but I do like the money line here. Full disclosure, I am a guy who plays heavy favorites. And the thing is, like, they're just, long term, they're going to be profitable. A lot of people have this simple idea that nobody should be that big of a favorite in the MLB simply because all it takes is one strike or one pitch or one hit. Well, the thing is, the truth applies both ways, or that statement applies both ways. And so it also only takes the Blue Jays, one strike to just put the Mariners to bed. So I mean, the statement applies both ways, but that statement has plagued the gambling market into believing that whenever a team is like plus 180 or more, plus 190, plus 200, to take the dog because nobody should be that big of a dog, right? That's what everybody says. What that does is inadvertently cause value on the heavy favorites. That being said, I love my heavy favorites. I like the Blue Jays money line here, but the official play I am giving out for the free play is the -1.5 here. I have more lean or more trends to it. And naturally speaking, if the -1.5 covers, then so does the money line. That being said, maybe use the money line as a piece in your parlay, and then take the -1.5 on the side. So that's two ways you can use it because I know a lot of people don't like the juice or laying the juice. So take the money line maybe in a parlay, and then take the -1.5 as a straight up. So that's two plays from me, Jackson. We got
Sorry,
you.
technical
You're good, brother.
difficulties tonight. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We got to figure this out because Source was having some too.
Yeah. So, anyways, my play tonight was originally going to be the Padres and Reds over, but Blake Snell getting scratched, that throws that one to the trash heap. But I'm going to stick in that game, and I'm going to actually go with the Padres first 5 -0.5 a run at even money. We got a bullpen game going tonight with Strayman going to get the start. And you know what? I'm going to back a well-rested bullpen that had a day off yesterday. And they're the number 1 MLB bullpen in the game with a 2.85 ERA. So I'm going to try to take advantage of that and hope they can get to an early lead. On the other side, the Reds are going with Santillan, who the Padres faced him about 10 days ago, and they took it to him in 3 innings, chased him from the game after 50 pitches, and the Padres are swinging a hot bat right now too, so I'm going to hope that they can chase him away early and that the bullpens, the rested bullpen arms hold serve for 5 innings. After that, I don't give a shit what happens.
Exactly.
I'm going to watch half the game, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as it cashes, it's on to the next game.
Yep.
Change the channel. Dot, you got another play?
Yeah. One play I'll throw out there as well. I like this Red Sox team tonight. I know they're a heavy favorite. I'm not going to take their money line. It's -250. But they have very good stats against Brad Keller of the Royals this year. 47 plate appearances, 304 WOBA, and see this Boston Red Sox keep rolling tonight. They had a scare last night. I thought they were going to lose, but they ended up coming back. I think they won 6-5. So gonna go the run line here tonight. -1.5, -132. I think it's a nice spot here to put up some runs against Brad Keller.
Right.
I like that play as well. That was on my short list of things I was looking at. Same thing. Red Sox played them a week and a half ago, and they got to Keller pretty quickly. Pavetta's been a really bright spot in that rotation this year. I am from Boston, so I see a lot of his games. I wasn't too high on him going into the year, but really impressed with what he's done this year for the team and what he's contributed.
Jackson, do you have a second play for us?
I don't know if I'm going to actually fully play it. I'm on the fence, but the Phillies, there's something about that line that just screams it does not make sense.
Right.
Why?
They were in the lead yesterday, by the way. They just had a couple of bad innings, from their bullpen. They were in the lead yesterday.
That's a really bad bullpen. It's always scary backing a team that you can't trust late in the game.
That's true.
But yeah, the Phillies are very close to me making them a play. They're good at home. Marlins are pretty trash on the road, but you are going against their ace, the Marlins ace right now. So
Roger's been a beast this year.
He really has been. But that line just does not make sense to me, and I kind of want to be the contrarian and side on the side that just doesn't make sense.
That makes sense. I mean, that's if it doesn't make sense, it makes sense. That's one thing I've learned in the betting market.
Try to dumb it down a little bit, but yeah,
that's betting the MLB. If it doesn't make sense, it'll hit.
Apparently, I feel like yesterday we were like, we did all this work and put in all this data and all these number and crunching and everything, and you would think those would have all hit, and then boom. Just
That's
everything
probably
goes
the most
to
disheartening part about betting the MLB is you bust your ass all damn day looking
right.
at all these stats. You make the logical choice and then it just falls right in your face. It's like,
Yep.
God bless it.
So Dodd's given out 2 plays, Jackson's given out 1, and I've given out 2. One of those was the money line though, and so I don't want to leave y'all with just that. So I'll go ahead and put my second and only play out, or my third, I guess, play, and it is the Dodgers Giants under 7.5. It's only a 1 unit play. They went under yesterday. This is one of those positional or situational, or no, sorry, this is one of those correction bets that I so very much like to make. You know, the Dodgers Giants yesterday was at 8.5. They go under. Really great game. Really great game. Unfortunately, the Dodgers only won by 1, and we had the -1.5. They were up by 2 for the majority of the game, and it just so happened that they let one run happen in, I believe, the 8th inning. But it was a great game nevertheless. And you know, Vegas corrected it to a total of 7.5. So this is one of those correction bets I like, where it goes from 8.5 to 7.5. I take the under, and if that's not enough, then it's, you know, the under is -115 right now. So you know, I mean, it's weighted towards the under, while the over is -105 consensus. So all that being said, yeah, it's just a 1 unit play. It's just a simple correction bet play. But yeah, so we got right now for me, Blue Jays money line officially. We have Blue Jays -1.5, Dodgers Giants under 7.5, and then you could put the Blue Jays money line in a parlay if you want. But I'm not going to make that an official free play for the show. Dot bets. What was yours? What was your official plays?
We got the A's first 5, pretty much money line or lead -0.5
Right.
for -148, and then I got the Red Sox -1.5 run line for -132.
Right, and then Jackson, what were your free plays officially?
I'm gonna go with the San Diego Padres first 5 -0.5 a run at even money.
Perfect.
And you could toss in Phillies money line. I will be.
Oh, you're making it official.
I'm gonna make it official and play it.
There it is. There it is. All right, so that's an official play. That's 6 plays for y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed the analysis, and hopefully you enjoyed the show. Again, we apologize for our previous last 2-day efforts. 1-4, 0-5, just not a good look. And nor is it pretty. But at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed in the betting markets. And, you know, at the end of the day, like Dot said, you know, especially with the MLB, you can do everything, make the right logical decision, and still fall flat on your face. Thing is, long term, though, we're going to continue to strive. We're going to continue to excel, making the logical decisions, and hopefully we can continue to do that for y'all. And over time, expect more sweeps than reverse sweeps. And hopefully today is a better day. Thank you for your love and support, and best of luck to you today.